Welcome students. Let us do now the next topic, that is fate of flower after fertilization. After fertilization, sepals, petals, stamen, stigma, they usually dry up and fall off. And or what about ovules and ovary? Ovules develop into seeds and ovary develops into fruits. And these fruits may be sweet, juicy, or sometimes they may be woody like in almond and walnut. And actually the fruit is a ripened ovary. Next is the germination of seeds. Then the seeds get germinated. Under suitable conditions, the seeds germinates to form a seedling that grows into a new plant. So this is all about the fate of the flower after fertilization. Now next topic is seed dispersal. Most of the plants, they reproduce by producing seeds. And we all know that the seeds, they also help the plants to spread out and to grow in new places. But if there is no dispersal of seeds, then what will happen? There will be many plants growing nearby the main plant. If there is no dispersal of seeds, the seeds will fall down after fertilization, and after ripening of the fruits, the seeds will fall down below the main plant, and they will begin to grow there only. And this will lead to competition between all such seedlings as well as the parent plant. The competition is for getting light, sunlight, space, water, and nutrients, and which all are very important for the growth of plant, and for plant to survive. And if this happens, if there is no dispersal of seeds, the large number of germinating seeds will grow very near to the parent plant, and in this way the plants, very less number of plants will survive and reach to its full growth. So there needs to be dispersal of seeds. Now seeds are dispersed in many ways. Some are dispersed by wind, some are by water, some by animals, and some by explosion of fruits. Seeds which are dispersed by wind are like madar, drumstick, maple, sunflower, etc. Actually, all these seeds are very light and get carried to a new place by wind very easily. So that's why these seeds get dispersed by wind. Dispersal by water. There are many aquatic plants like which grow in water, or are which mainly grow nearby the water. For example, lotus, water lily, coconut. So in all these cases, the seeds of these plants get dispersed by water. Next, dispersal by animals. Some plants, they have juicy fruits that animals like to eat. The animals eat the fruit, but only the juicy part is digested, and the seeds, they pass through animals digestive system, such a system as such, and they are deposited on land where they form new plants. So in this way the seeds of cherry and apple are dispersed. And sometimes birds also eat fruits, and they help in dispersal of the seeds of some plants. And some seeds like xanthium and urena have spiny seeds. These are spiny seeds. These have spiny seeds, and they have hooks within them. These seeds get attached to the fur of animals and are carried away to different places by the animals. So in this way, animals do help in dispersal of seeds. Next is dispersal by explosion of fruits. Some plants, they have pods, and those pods explode when ripe and they shoot out the seeds. the seeds thus get transferred far away from the parent plant. This process is mainly seen in castor, balsam, pea, bean, etc. All these plants they have pods, and when these pods get dried, the pods burst open and their seeds get scattered. So this was all about the chapter. Thank you.